into Syndra here gives you a lot more power than a lot of mid laners are going to have against Syndra right now, so she loses some extra prio here. At least becomes an insane threat in all 3 lanes actually here for D plus Kia with this Jace flex mid.
Exactly right, plus there is so much pick potential on the side of D plus Kia as well. Let's get onto the Rift and see how Nongshim do against this crazy composition. Wow, that snowball to begin early. I kind of like the idea. It's a bit of a dash there as Deft gets exhausted. Vital taken down very, very low as Deft is just going to walk it out. They'll take the Summoner Spell advantage, or at least the evening out of the Summoner Spells, given the fact that Teleport isn't really going to help you in a battle. As now Sylvie is just going to walk towards Dundun.
This is what's going to happen to this Sejuani, you know, in this game. Is just going to always have to shadow these lanes, but you can't shadow all 3. You have to figure out where Canyon is, and you lose.
And with the ward going into the brush, not able to put it over the wall, so not going to have to worry about it too much, as Showmaker was the last one to play the mid Jace. It was him and Chovy that have been the most likely to pick it up. Yeah, exactly right. Well, Canna is going to set this one up. Oh, the Cocoon will connect! The Q comes down as well, as now Dundun going to be able to escape. They'll accept just the flash. Canyon could have gone aggressive there with the repel, but decides not to. And they'll settle just for collecting some plates from this turret. Really cute. Def just checking the Gromp there, making sure that Canyon's not getting counter juggled. Oh my goodness, he reads it! Def gonna get caught out. Hells have to flash, but there's the flash to follow up the culling to try and get this one. But first blood goes to Zeri. But it doesn't necessarily get that much better all that quickly, as that Shock Blast is gonna connect. Sylvie might just be baiting here though, as Showmaker gonna have to boop him away and does so. And now is able to turn it around once again. Shock Blast at the ready. And yeah, Showmaker needs to use absolutely nothing in order to make that one happen. And Anna, yeah. And this is also after being first blooded as well. This isn't like they've managed to outhands their opposition necessarily this game, pick up a bunch of kills. This has been purely macro sense being better, as Callan's going to get caught once again. Def doing his best to try and lock down the Sejuani, but he's so tanky. Vital throws through the ultimate. Callan's very dead, and now Showmaker's making his way down. Def trying to fight back, but he's going low. Shock Blast comes in. Showmaker completely out of mana as Canyon flashes. Peter is going to soak it beautifully, but it might be his death, and it is going to be so. Canyon does make his way out, the minion wave there at exactly the right time, and they trade supports in the bottom lane. Really is important, and Nongshim are doing a decent job right now as Dundun sweeps out, notices that there's a crocodile there, and now Def's going to move in. They're going to look to lock him down as, yep, W not going to be enough.
Without
Def grabbing the kill.
Without knowing whether Deft is there or not, it's so difficult for Dundun to actually move in, and with that vision control, they know he's there. The second Deft reappears, who, again, doesn't use his teleport, just slowly walks back here after picking up the RFC.
Going to be really difficult to stop this dragon from going.
Baron attempted trade here where there's control ward vision is just not going to work, but this is the level of desperation that Nongshim have right now where they're like, we can't just give this up. The turret is at 3/4 health. We can't cross map or anything. It's going to force a TP, but they're not going to get much else.
Dear. Oh my goodness! He flashed in and the teleport is just completely destroyed.
I stand corrected.
Oh no, that is not what you want. He just completed an Infinity Edge. As now Canna is trying to get this one done. Cole the Meat comes through. Would have loved to stopwatch at that point in time, but it's not going to work out. The Drake does go over to D plus Kia, but that was a big mistake.
Yeah, that was a greedy TP from Deft, and I was going to say they get a TP, but nothing else. I thought we're going to see Nongshim back away. Okay, Fiesta, bye.
He's dead. Showmaker just, yep, that's a boot for the kill.
One of these two tier stacking mid laners is more powerful than the other right now. A little bit late on the reaction, but they're side laning super hard with Dundun. He has TP.
Is it just dead? That was a tidal wave, just for fun, as they didn't have full vision. At least the Glacial Prison is going to come through, but now the turn might be upon them. Canna just moving his way around and decides just wants to get out. And D plus Kia, they'll just complete the heist. And now, with the Baron perfectly moving towards Elder timing.
And doesn't get that gold top side, or rather bottom side. Okay.
That scat of the week was very nice, but I just don't know whether it's going to matter. Okay,
never
mind! Fiesta just flashes on top of him and presses the gameplay button!
The madman! Fiesta!
Voltar Spiderling just to spot out Fiesta here as Sylvie finds the Glacial Prison off to the side. Showmaker's going to go golden as now Canna just flashes in. They jump on top of Vital, who explodes with the ultimate, but explodes into the Death Chamber as well. Deft now running away from Dundun, but he's so incredibly fast. And he'll blast cone. He's out of there. He's absolutely fine. And the War Machine that is D plus Kia will mow down Nongshim. Triple kill for Canyon. That's the ace. And they might just run down mid lane.
Looks like they certainly will. So a inner turret standing in their way, but it is going to fade very quickly as Deft is setting up the side down here. Kind of a backup plan potentially, but guess what? He's got TP actually. The call is come mid actually. We're going to win the game now. There's no like, okay, what if we can't end? At least we have bottom pushing. Nope, just going to TP in, and the call is to end no matter what. Connor's like, I still have my GA, it didn't pop. There's no way we lose this game. It's 31 minutes. GG.
Yeah, that's it. And D plus Kia, it wasn't as clean as some of their other games.
No. Be willing to actually try to play that tempo-based game because we're not seeing that from Nongshim at all, and I think it's time to try it out because if you're trying to go toe-to-toe with the most snowbally team in a snowbally meta with a Zeri pick, I think you're doing it wrong. And he's also like has this sheepish grin here, Atlas, where he's like, I don't want to do this necessarily, but it may be the option here for the scaling aspects of it.
Yeah, picking for the team fight, not necessarily picking for the Silas in particular. Of course, you do have a fair bit of control in the early game. Yep. I agree. Let's see what happens here as we hop onto the Rift for game number 2.
Oh.
Okay, Deft is just going to dash right into Vital. There's the exhaust like we saw earlier. Barrier comes through from Vital as well. A little bit cute there because, of course, now Canyon will spot him out as he gets over the wall with his own Q dash. As Showmaker now could be in trouble. Fiesta coming on in. We'll need to get a few of these auto attacks down as the minions do some work, but not enough. And Fiesta gets a solo kill first blood
on Showmaker.
In mid lane.
On Showmaker.
Took 2 turret shots there as we are going to have a look at this replay once again.
Yeah, we don't respect top lane trades. We talk about this replay here as Showmaker actually dashes through, takes a few extra autos here, and Fiesta sees the opportunity. He's level 3, a level down. And Showmaker using his cooldowns means he just can't trade back. Has to flash away. Fiesta still takes him down. And it's going to be hard for him to wipe that smirk off his face.
Yeah.
We saw Canyon with the vision control he had in the threat. Oh, never mind.
Oh dear. Bubble is going to connect there onto Vital. He has to flash, and Deft immediately flashes after, and there's the revenge from game number 1 as now Peter is able to float away. But that
Showmaker, I was going to talk about Showmaker's build for a second here.
Yeah, go.
He, we might talk about him for a different reason.
Well, Emperor's being divided right now as there's another one. Fiesta has slightly a better one as the arrow points towards Showmaker that was built on the ground. It was actually kind of cute. But ultimately, nothing needing to be used.
Yeah, that was a really nice reaction there from Fiesta. Holds it until the Sejuani comes in, knowing that Canyon doesn't have 6, so he's not going to be able to stun him after the wall goes up. Wasn't seen, so they just fortunately get a little bit caught out.
Yep, chains are going to come through here as Canyon going to deliver some much-needed money over to Showmaker. As Emperor's Divide is going to push Shelly back. Okay, let's see whether Fiesta can actually stop this charge from happening. There we go. There's the cease and desist. Emperor's Divide coming through from Showmaker, though, means that Sylvie takes so much damage. However, it's Canyon that goes down. And yes, they get the charge, but none of the money goes to Showmaker, and they'll pick up a kill. So nice work for Nongshim. But it's POG worthy.
It's POG worthy.
It absolutely is. Culling going to come through. Vital, he's going to need a lot of help, and Peter is going to soak the rest of it, and now both of them are going to have to go home.
He's halfway there, but doesn't need it, and now they're actually going to have the Lucian gank.
Yeah. Here's the Lucian gank, and the ult's going to be stolen there to create as much space as possible. Dundun trying to fight it out, but he's just not going to be able to do it here. 1v1 with the Lucian. Might actually be successful. He flashes, and there's the culling just to confirm it, but Dundun made it a little bit closer than it would have otherwise been.
Just going to play a little bit more utility. Like, he's like, I am a tanky Azir because I could steal Fiesta's ult and then be impossible to kill and set it up whichever way I want. And this game is about depth now. It's not about me. It's not about the 1-3-1 as much in this game state. It's about Fiora and a 1-4.
Well, he is going to dive on in here, looks for the Emperor's Divide, finds it onto 2. Sylvie, cease and desist into the backline, but I have a feeling he might need to take his own advice here as Deft is going to help lock down that kill. Vital getting some autos in, but that is just a dead jungler, and there is just no way out here for Sylvie. Just soaking damage over and over again here towards this bottom side. If at first you don't succeed, ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Going to pick up the kill. Oh dear. We thought that he'd escaped, but then Deft flashed on it. They're going to be aware of everything. This time, Nongshim will be able to at least take down the vision on the Baron, but they're going to start it up. Canyon over here. It's going to be 100% face up, 50-50. But Fiesta has the ability to Emperor's Divide. Can he get the piggy out of the pit? Is going to be the question. The Glacial Prison comes forward. In goes Showmaker to find it. Emperor's Divide into 4 members. The secure of the Baron as well. Emperor's Divide from Fiesta is okay, but it's just nowhere near enough. And Showmaker sacrifices himself for the good of the colony. Fiesta's going to be taken down. Deft doesn't even need the double tap to make that one happen. And it's a triple kill for Canna in the end.
Yeah, this is basically game over now. There's not much you can do. Even a kill on a Canyon here is fairly insignificant. Removing a Baron buff would be nice.
Well, Deft is just going to come on forward and help Canyon take down Dun Dun.
Would have been nice.
It's going to happen. As Canna, yeah, back on his solo mission here. Look at this damage.
He's got a
the hull breaker. Yeah,
he's got a hull breaker now.
I didn't know that turrets were just upended boats, because apparently he's breaking the hulls of turrets, and I didn't know they had hulls. And Showmaker lying in wait, looking for that opportunity to hijack whatever he wants as he dives on forward. There's Fiesta dead, as Peter finds himself without anyone to attach to. Vital's going to come on over, so he does at least find a host, but it's just not going to quite be enough here, as Canna fighting against Dundun and the rest of Nongshim. And Showmaker tries to hit Canna with a Chain Lash. An interesting maneuver that you could make, as Inhibitor going to be ignored here as D+ Kia look to just win the game by the looks of things.
Yep, just letting these minions come through now to be the front line. And I mean, every time Kana touches these turrets, they the red part disappears. Watch this.
Oh my goodness, just lunging them down over and over. Canyon standing in that front line. Vital does throw down the ultimate. Let's see whether they can get themselves a kill, as Canna going down very, very low and is going to be secured. But D+ Kia, they can just shoot the Nexus if they would like to. They instead decide to back away. Kellen could be in trouble. Prowling Projectile is good. Double kill for the Zeri.
Yes,
we may need some certification here, Wolf, as Showmaker is going to have to give himself up. He goes golden in the nick of time, as Fiesta doesn't quite find the angle that he was looking for. That's another kill for Vital. And so they have a naked Nexus, but they may have a small amount of hope.
It's a naked Nexus against a Fiora who has TP coming back online. I think this game might end soon.
Yeah, Emperor's Divide is going to come through. The stopwatch going to come down as well. But that's not going to do anything. So Deft locks up the kill onto the Azir. Thought the Emperor's Divide might have been enough to keep him alive, but it wasn't.
4,000 gold nearly the advantage here in terms of items for Kana. It is.
And Deft as well. Very similar story. And that's largely, I mean, if we're going to bring this back to the overarching point, it's that D+ here, they can rely on a lot of different people to carry. Last time around, it was, you know, Showmaker and Canyon doing a heck of a lot of work, right? Like Canna there as well, having a great performance, but the bottom lane lags behind. This time around, it's Showmaker that's having a rough time, right? He was focused by Nongshim, but that doesn't matter either, because that allows Deft and Kellen to find those advantages, and they're the ones that now have almost an insurmountable lead.
The Silas in this game has just been, like I said, utility. He's an Azir ult, and he's a body. It almost feels like D+ Kiev won a 4v5 game, and all Vital.
Oh dear, Vital going to get caught out of position. He does manage to dash, so doesn't get caught by the Emperor's Divide, as Canna looking for that flank angle. He's dashing towards the Nexus, and they have to stop him because he can just win the game by himself. Showmaker going to go golden. Emperor's Divide doesn't find the value that they're looking for here, as Deft, I don't know what that was, but the game's over and D+ Kia win. But he did do, still, a heck of a lot of damage. Who did you give POG to?
I gave it to Deft. The boom boom was real. I think there was an argument for Kana in this game because his side laning was good. His laning was incredible as well.
I feel like it can work. And Nongshim, you know, while they haven't necessarily proven themselves just yet, this might be the first game where they do so. DRX certainly could try to essentially neutralize that idea and try to nullify it and just, you know, play safe, scale up, and eventually win the game after 30 minutes. Could definitely be a big win con for them. And straight in your face, let's see what happens here as we jump into the Rift for game number 1. Take a look at Krako's pathing as well. There's the bottom side of his jungle. And guess what? He's looking for as much priority around his bottom lane as possible. He's going to put a ward in. He's going to put a sapling in. He's going to put his body right in front of Sylvie, who is going to get a massive chunk off. I'm not sure if he can actually get the kill here, as Krako maybe thought he could heal off of that auto. Not quite the case. The flash comes in as now the Twisted advance. Sylvie is going to pick up first blood, as Krako did not respect the damage out of level 3 Elise with the red buff. He's going for the double. The Fiesta will come in and steal it, but that's totally fine as Nongshim take 2 kills early.
As they should. Nongshim playing by the book, just getting prio in the bot side of the map, getting themselves on vision even the first Drake, because they know there's nothing that DRX can do.
Yeah, it's free. It will be a free Mountain Drake that does go over to Nongshim. Sylvie will be able to clear out the ward as well, as not sure about taking this fight, but they really wanted to protect that Tri-Brush and try to survive against the Elise, essentially. DRX are not going to have very much priority to do much on the map at all.
It really is, because often... Oh, no.
Yeah, okay, he is going to flash away. As Elise can just do this. Just going to go up into the air. As Fiesta's like, wait, why are you still here? You don't have flash. As he goes under the turret, and actually, Fate is going to survive. Fiesta kind of missing some stuff. As now the sapling, is he good enough? No, over the wall he goes! And Krako does not follow. Oh, there's another sapling there. No, he's fine. Krako's like, wait, how did you get out of here? As doing a good job there. Fate does not have flash, but he is Azir. Krako nearby. Doesn't look like Fiesta's going to go in there. This bottom lane still very aggressively trading back and forth. As we do have this Infernal Drake coming up now in 10 seconds. Looks like they're going to try to use this Rift Herald. Let's see if they stick around to try to give some of this gold over to Fiesta. Looks like that will be the play. Could have tried to wait a little bit and then just use that to try to get a little bit more priority on the Drake, but might still be able to do so anyway, as in goes Fate this time, and no escape now for Fiesta, but he's got an ultimate. He'll trade it with Fate at this time.
Do note that DRX can't actually hard contest this Drake, because they are down a member and Rascal just TP'd the top lane. So everything that DRX is doing right now is mainly to stall. They had a lot of saplings set up, it had a lot of vision, so in their ideal situation, they're delaying this Drake for as much as they can, giving the opportunity to Rascal to pump some gold back into his pockets, try to get as much out of the cross map as possible, and worked out okay, as it is another Cloud is Dog Dom.
Here we go, ults are popped and Vital's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to have to flash away, but you cannot get away from the Zeri and the Yuumi. Okay, they're just going to throw out another Cocoon as the flash comes in, and they did not respect Krako, even though they saw him. Vital gets really, really low, and Sylvie considers trying to go in for that one. He's got a ward to hop to behind him, as now Fate also on the same ward. They can see all of this, Ken Nongshim. And it looks like now they will learn their lesson and maybe just back away.
Well-measured, slow-paced attempts to retake this game, as here we go.
Yeah, Dundon's like, guys, we should be fighting this one, or not Dundon, rather Fiesta. He is going to teleport in. That's the smite to Sylvie as the fight is going in, and Fiesta's getting in that back line. He's got a Croc with him, and this is just so much backline dive that DRX cannot get away from, and Fiesta is just hitting every single skill shot, as now it's only Fate and a Cat. And they are not going to be feeling too happy about their situation. 3 kills to the side of Nongshim.
There, to me, is still a very likely chance that it ends up being DRX winning this game, but this is not how you want to do it as Krako.
After all this, and this poor tree, man. I mean, this is very unfortunate for Krako this game so far, as he is just kind of being bullied. That's going to be a essentially free kill eventually. Okay, they finally cut down that tree. As Fiesta now on a 3-kill streak. He's got a stopwatch as well that he did not even have to use in the last fight. They already took the first couple of Drakes. They're going to get a Cloud Drake now. They're 1 away from Cloud Soul. As, yes, we can continue looking at the top side, and yes, Rascal is doing a decent job even down a level.
You can take them down. So far ahead of the curve are all their carries on the top side of the map, and yeah, Vital wasn't in the best of spots, but he's still, as you pointed out, already 2 items, as his boots finished as well, and DRX.
Well, they might take out the Renekton. It looks like they will, as even Exhaust is going to be used. And by the way, there were 3 people bought, so it's 20 minutes into the game. Let's just do the Baron. As now, guess what? Casante's gone. They have double teleport. They're going to get 5 people here. Now it's only against 2. Still, it's very early on. Can they actually get enough damage into this as the Twisted Advance is coming in here? Maokai Ultimate will be popped, and Fiesta just trying to zone them away. Already down to 4,000 health as the vision is coming in. And the zap over the wall. The smite should be good, and there it is. It will go the way, but can they get away from this Zeri Yuumi is really the question. As Nongshim, they take down the huge objective. It looks like they're only going to lose Dun Dun. So it actually turns out to be pretty nice.
Huge win here for Nongshim. But we do.
What don't they know, Chronicler?
Well, he was there, okay? He was
There's
waiting.
no Croc in the bush. Okay. They had vision of Sylvie. Looks like they may be able to take down Nongshim's unfortunate jungler who got left behind by the team. That is Krako's flash gone. There are no objectives at this point. Let's see if Nongshim can threaten a Baron or threaten anything on this map right now.
Yeah, clearly gonna go for that. We already have Fiesta setting up a possible flank angle. It's still 1 ward remaining, and Nongshim gonna try and go for it here.
Yeah, Fiesta's gonna have a pretty nice angle here. He is not on vision at all, hasn't correctly identified where it is, but he's gonna get rooted as that is a massive tidal wave as Krako just gonna get bubbled in front of the entire team. As you see Duckdom and Rascal, very awkward spot. They're like, do we hit the Baron? What do we do? As they cannot quite get out, as now the Renekton just going to lead the charge. Fate is desperate to push them away, but will not be able to. As Fate is going to get the 1 kill. He is actually doing a pretty good job, but not quite enough damage. So Nongshim bait the fight, and they slaughter them at the Baron. Would have been a great bait, I suppose. Fiesta not able to hit the Shuriken. Vital is still totally fine. He's willing to take this trade against Fate. This is a very broken up fight. Sylvie is just free food to the side of DRX, who are fighting here with the Baron. And Nongshim are like, no, we're just not going to fight it. We're just going to back away. We're just running away from this one. It's now 1v1 Rascal just trying to stop the back here of Fiesta as the team is pushing in. I don't think that Rascal can actually win this fight, although we do have the shield coming in. And that is a very tanky Cassante, but it's not going to matter too much as this will be inhibitor to the side of DRX. This is now TP. They are going to commit to this, but Vital and Fiesta will be here. And that TP I don't think is going to help them all that much. Here comes Fiesta, still on the chase. He's got that Proto Belt. He's getting in their face, and that is going to be another kill as the Azir goes down. This one has really gotten pretty messy, down and dirty in this game.
Gotten.
But, I mean, Fiesta is still chasing them. And I don't think they know where he is.
They don't.
He's on the Raptors. Like, I didn't even know where he was. This damage is coming in, and here comes Fiesta. As over the wall, the Cocoon comes in. Fiesta goes in, and the Wombo combo is massive. But Duckdom gets over the wall. He will escape for now. Peter's getting low. Dundon's going to be taken out. And this time, Rascal's got some help from his friends. As DRX should be able to finally take out this guy, and Krako's gonna eat up the entire shutdown. And the Dragon will go the side of DRX.
And that was an attempt from Nongshim. That turn initially looked beautiful. And if they kill Duckdom there, they 100% win the fight. But as it turns out, they don't. And now, DRX might win, and I need to figure out who I vote for POG for. And I don't know. I have no idea. It's a tough eval.
Okay, well he does have flash, thankfully, so he's going to survive after whatever that was. A nice engage from Rascal.
10 seconds.
Yeah, they've got this minion wave. I think DRX might just have enough. Vital is going to put up a fight as Sylvie's trying to go forward. He's got a lot of damage, but look at this. Duckdom, they're just targeting the Nexus. DRX have done it in 35.5 minutes. As they had many opportunities as well to be much cleaner and end the game, force fights, look for the ends, look for the wins, but they did not do so. Fate ended up doing the most damage in the game.
In their case, though, for Nongshim, this is fine.
If they're not going to pick the Renekton, you can just play it. It can act as a front line alongside of Maokai. We knew that Cassante was coming, of course. It was just interesting to see so much prio on the blind Sylas, especially when the Renekton worked really well, and I thought Dundon was playing it decently well.
No, I was hoping for Dundon's Gragas. Not because it's good here, because I don't think he should go. We should go for a triple AP topside. It's very bad.
Well, Impact is game number 1, as here we go on to the Rift for game 2. It's going to be a very awkward time for him. Like, maybe he could dash and flash out? Either way, it's going to be a very good trade here for DRX. Fate is spending quite a decent amount of time down here to try to get this one. The exhaust is coming in, the flash, and the ignite will be used to try to get on top of Vital. As here comes Duckdom still going forward, and now Fiesta is here. The flash on in. As Beryl is not going to block it, and that's just going to be the end of Duckdom. First blood goes to the Lucian.
And that was such a big win already. In that way, Croco? Well, we do see that Fate's coming. Does a prio.
Yeah.
Sylvie in trouble.
Actually trying to bait it this time, and I think it might work. Sylvie will flash away as Croco pushes him closer to the minions, which he will repel to. And now Sylvie's just going to walk out of that one. I think it's pretty likely he would have gotten away anyway, but Croco unfortunately does burn his flash as well, trying to pick up that kill. Not meant to be, forcing these early fights against Elise. Heard it said about support even.
Okay, maybe
I feel like the lane I hear
very
the least about is mid.
Okay, that's true.
By the way, I'm a mid laner. But anyway, that's besides the point.
Those are the only normal people. That's what you're getting at, Velda?
No, that's not what I said. As Culling is going to come out here. He does have a couple of minions, but this is going to be annoying. As a nice dodge from Duckdom. He will have to flash, though. He's taking a ton of damage as the trade will come in, and now the root from Croco might be enough as Peter gets pretty low. And now this is going to be interesting. I think the sustain of the Yuumi will be enough. Sylvie can't quite get the damage in. Although he is getting pretty close, actually, now. Maybe kind of that too early, as in he goes. The Twisted Advance is enough as it goes under the cocoon. And now Peter is not in a great spot as the Prowling Projectile, he is an expert wolf farmer, as we know. And now, Croco's here again. It is a bit of a 4v4, teleports both being down here. It's okay. We'll have the ults coming out here. Croco trying to get on top of this Nami as she will go down, but the damage is huge from Sylvie as he will take down this area. That's a trade he'll take any day. As now Fiesta on the chase here. Croco gonna get rooted by Silas's better Maokai ultimate, as Vital will unfortunately go down to the gameplay button. Not much you can do about that, as Syndra is Syndra after all. You can see the trades are pretty nice in favor of Nongshim anyway. Fate getting pretty low. He is very tanky with this Catalyst already. Has a lot of missed skill shots. Fate continuing to trade. So, and it's okay for now, but we'd like to see some progress as here comes Vital. And he is getting in there, but maybe just a little bit too far as okay. Maybe not the look you were looking for as, well, that was pretty good. Fiesta gonna get a solo kill, and then he died and they lost.
So Fiesta is the only one not Fiesta-ing?
Yeah, he just brings the Fiesta.
Hey.
He doesn't live in it as, okay, Dominus versus Dominus. Which Dominus is better? Turns out Renekton has a lot of ways to sustain a little bit better than that Silas.
Let's giggle.
Will win the 1v1.
Remember when I was saying that Fiesta wasn't partaking in the Fiesta? I was wrong. I'm sorry. He is in fact part of it.
And that's all good and fine. As okay, Sylvie is trying to take the enemy red buff. Well, he's pretty strong, but he is going to die as now Fiesta is basically a raid boss still, even after the last fight. He's got a lot of health with that rod as Duckdom is in so much trouble. The bubble is huge, and down he will go as Dun throws the cat over the wall. And that's just 4 kills, just like that. DRX thought they could Fiesta with the Fiesta. They were wrong.
They had no idea that Nongshim has been Fiesta-ing for a year.
This is their comfort zone. Why are you putting them in their comfort zone?
Rascal teleports, but it's already too late, Valdez.
Here we go again. Croco's caught on the wolves. He did not have flash, actually. He was walking towards that wall. I thought maybe he did. Okay, what could go wrong with Nongshim doing Baron? Seems like maybe they're not going to go for it this time. 21, oh, well, I say that. Sylvie is going to start that. And here comes Vital and Peter. He does have a lot of experience tanking this Baron this series.
Hey, and remember when I said Dundun is exactly there when you need to? All reliable. When the team needed him, he was there.
He's right in position, just ready
to go.
Yeah, he's waiting. It looks like, okay.
Give it up. Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know what to say, guys. Fiesta Just gonna body him under the turret.
emote?
Yeah, he even flashed away, did Fate, and Fiesta's like, dude, I have flash too. Okay, let's see it. Rascal, he's got Prowler's Claw. That is one dead mermaid. And one tiny step for DRX. One minuscule step. It's Rascal now. He's getting dove into the turret as Fiesta will get his revenge. And he's got a stopwatch to survive as well. Oh, man. 24 kills in this game. And yeah, I mean, they're getting a lot done with this Baron push as well. This is very early on in the game. As the slow comes in, Rascal's in a lot of trouble. He has to go forward. He's not tanky at all. Down he goes. And this might just be a quick win to Gnome although the respawns are coming in. Again, it's still very early. Might just go for the inhibitor. Let's see how far they just push this as they're trying to buff up the mid wave. They will be successful in that. Mid-wave, though, is gone. Fiesta trying to get behind the Mazingo's Dindin as well. And, okay, Vital. Nope, that didn't work. As he's going to go down, and the return call comes in. Nice knock-up on a Duck Dom. And that will take him out. Fate, unfortunately, not quite able to do it alone here, I don't think, as he can barely even get away from the Silas. This game is looking pretty over, as they are going to push them back in and try to bolster their KDAs at 25 minutes. Gnome will take a game 2.
The Dragon, when they just didn't need to.
DRX, I think they need to, like, they need a closet of drawing boards to go back to. Like, they are looking very, very lost.
But I do think the composition from DRX, if they play accordingly, it's quite good. You have good 1-3-1, you can team fight as well, you have a lot of power there. Top half of the map, I wouldn't mind if you look for early 2v2s.
Well, here we go, on to the Rift for game 3. Here we go. Bottom lane, if you guys were watching yesterday, if you weren't, and you don't want to get spoiled, hold that thought. Vital is going to get aggroed on here by Fate, who lands those chains, and he gets quite low. He will have to use his Ghost, which, by the way, he did take alongside a Flash. Pretty common.
Barely won challengers, right? Like they won, surely, but their journey was very unexpected. Teams like T1 and D+ or DK were very, very clear favorites, and it was kind of shocking that they made it to the finals in the first place. And being up like a team like that as Dogdom goes in.
Gonna get exhausted here. Just a bit of a extended trade. Even Ignite will be used onto Vital. So they trade a couple of support summoners. But it still ends up being a nice health trade, I suppose. Duckdom and Barrel. A bit more sustain with the Yuumi, of course.
As now, Sylvie also making his way towards the bot lane, just making sure that his bot lane isn't in trouble. But Sivir, obviously, especially post first back, as long as she has mana, very adept to clear waves. As here they go again.
Barrel does have to get healed by Duckdom as the two junglers this time going head-to-head. Barrel is about one shot away as Sylvie's doing a good job. Fiesta gonna get here first onto Krako, who is forced to flash over the wall, not able to dash over that one. So nice little trade to the side of Gnome.
Armor, not going to do too much, but as we get later into the game, Dindin in particular really going to benefit.
Oh, Dindin is getting in there, but did he go a little bit too far? No, he did not! He's going to get the jump on a Rascal, and he solo kills the solo kill king.
Personally, wouldn't have minded it if he played that a little bit slower and kept it so they can either pressure very heavily in mid and try to use the teleport, or rather in the side lane and use the teleport that way. As
Sylvie a little bit caught here. He's going to get, oh, that's going to sail wide as the flash is used by Sylvie. So nicely done to get out of there, but Sylvie does have to blow his flash as now he's coming back. He does have the Yuumi with him. Peter trying to help him out here. The slow coming in, and they're kind of baiting this one into the buy as Sylvie just will not die. The Yuumi is just keeping him alive, and Fiesta's play is massive.
Is exactly the problem that we're talking about as Fiesta.
Yeah, Fate's gonna get it this time as, oh, a little bit of a mess up on the shuffle. I hope he feels like the plate itself is worth it because he did get revenge killed by Fate here. Yeah.
He's gotten 0 resources this game, as might have a fight here, Valdez. As
Top lane doesn't count.
ooh, Rascal coming over, but Dundun going for the TP.
Oh, and Fate's got this Vi ultimate that's going to CC 2 of them, but Fiesta gets pretty low. There are so many members trying to get on top of this Azir. They can't quite, as Dundun is in the face of 4 of them taken down, as Rascal will finally take the Azir out of the fight, but is it worth it? It took so long. As you see Dundun leading the charge here, Vital is going to get pretty low. In goes Rascal once again. The flash comes in, the counter-strike on the 2, and the ult is not quite enough damage, and they bait DRX back into this one as another knockup comes in, and Fate will just barely live.
With the Herald available, can go for the certainty, as that's Azir.
Very obvious what Rascal was trying to do, as this knockaway will get him away from the counter-strike, as Fiesta kind of just laughs at both of them. And a teleport will be forced here from Fate once again. By the way, we do have the Infernal in 2.5 minutes. And Dundun and Fiesta should have their teleports ready for that. He did go down below half health, so he's going to use his Rift Herald recall. Uh-oh. Viol's going to come in, but this time the teleport advantage will be to the side of Notion. Isn't enough, though. Dundun is so fed here, as Fate is like, please give me a kill. But no, he's going to go down. He tries to trade it here on a Sylvie, who is forced to take it down.
And they're desperately hanging on to this. I don't think they can defend this.
Yeah, they can't defend it. Thought maybe DRX were just going to go in and try to kill them, which I don't think would have worked.
That teleport, the teleport uses in general from DRX, just as maybe a little sad. Rascal literally teleporting for maybe a quarter of a screen.
They know where he is.
Position now.
Okay, Dundun going to be in position. Can he stop this though, as Sylvie has to flash away, and Vital is kiting it back so excellently. The Yuumi ult keeps the 2 of them right in front of the Sivir to just keep firing shots into them. A perfect kite back. They knew that Rascal was behind them as well.
Valdez, this is 4 versus 5.
Yeah.
Fiesta wasn't even there. He was getting his Banshees. He was shopping.
Yuumi is very strong. No, it's not all about the Yuumi. Either way, Nongshim are in an excellent spot now. So now it's 5v4 in their favor. Just going to take down the mid-tier 1.
Is really going to benefit you, as, oh boy, TP is available for Fiesta.
So they're trying to collapse onto Dundun. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it at that. There's not much else to say. Rascal's just dead. The TP does come in. Fiesta does a great job of punishing them. That was a little bit jank, you know, it's okay. It can't be 100% all the time. Nice try, Fiesta.
That's Soul.
And it is Soul. And, you know, it's, you know, I'm making jokes about it, but it's actually a huge mistake. It's a big problem. It means that Notion are in a fantastic spot now to win this game, as Dundun single-handedly can easily zone these 2 away. Fate comes over, it's fine. He's got the rest of the team behind him. Now he's got a Yuumi on his back. His Fate is in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to be pushed back, ulted back straight into Fiesta and into Vital. Nice push over the wall by Fate, but might not be enough as the chase still continues. Yuumi ults pretty much everybody, and Dundun, he did get below half health, and that's it. He gets a double knockup. Massive play from him. He wants to go home early after this one, channeling a little showmaker himself. As he continues to push, the Infernal Soul might just do the trick.
Old Reliable putting the team on his back here, Valdez says. Man, I was impressed with what Sylvie was doing with the Yuumi on his back. Dundun showcasing why Cassante is getting higher and higher in priority. Maybe on the table for a couple of nerfs. Wouldn't be a bad thought, but overall...
They're not going to back.
No, they're going to try and end this.
Nongshim, they know. They got this. The Assault and Battery comes in. They just put him into the ground. Rascal could do nothing this game. And, you know... he opted into this one as well. They continue to push. The wave is here. Fiesta is low. They don't seem to care as in goes the Silas. But the cat is on the back trying to get the heals in. Fate will go down. And Dundun just doesn't take damage. He is healing as Duckdom is hitting him. He is doing more damage to Duckdom than Duckdom is doing to him just by being hit. And Dundun will put an end to this one. Massive game from Nongshim. You can see as the series went on, they just got more and more comfortable and happy. And they absolutely deserve to take this 3-0, Chronicler. Yeah, because, you know, it's such a huge moment. They get their first LCK win as a squad. What more could you ask for? A pretty clean goal difference graph. Accelerated very nicely there at the end. And DRX just had nothing.